Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. So today I wanted to do a get ready with me, just using a few different products. So where are you? I want to use this again. It's not on the chopping block or anything, but I want to see if gotta move all these things. I want to see if this blush appears more pigmented with it, this Hervena blush, just because this is obviously really sheer because it's a BB cream. So we're going to be testing that out, and also we're going to be testing another thing out. So it's kind of like a testing video rather than a get ready with me, just because there's a few things on the chopping block, and I'm not really sure whether I want to keep them in the collection or not. And this is quite thick and bulky, so this one is really on the chopping block. It's the Cargo Around the World palette, and I'm not saying it's not pretty. It looks like that. Normally I would do a 3 looks 1 palette with something like this, but guys, I'm just not feeling it at all. So I want to test it. I've never used it before. I've swatched it a gazillion times. I want to test it, and I just want to see if I want to keep it in the collection or declutter it. It's very cool toned, very unlike me. I've got two extremes. I'm either like warm neutrals girl or bright colourful girl. I'm not a cool girl at all. Not in eyeshadows anyway. So, I mean, I do want to keep one cool toned eyeshadow palette just for if I'm ever feeling it, but I don't think this one will be it. So, let's crack into the video. Right, so let's just put this headband on. Get my mane out of the way. Right, so this, because it's so sheer, I always put it on with my fingers, so let's go and do that. Right, so we seem to have got like all the face on, all the base on. All that's really left is the eyeshadow, mascara, eyeliner, eyebrow products and lipstick. So we're going to dip into this Cargo Around the World palette and just see if my thoughts, just by looking at it, are what they are, by them being on the eyes. Not looking forward to using it, but I want to give it a try before I just declutter it from the collection. I got this from TK Maxx. I didn't pay a lot for it. I think about $6.99, which is a bargain for all those eyeshadows. You get 12 eyeshadows. For the most part, they do seem mattes. Maybe there's a few satins in there. So if you do like an all matte cool toned eyeshadow palette, you'd probably like this, but for me personally it's not my bag. It's not my jam at all. So I'm just going to be using this Charlotte Tilbury mirror like I always do, but I'm gonna just dip into Rome here. It's just a nice cream ivory shade, so that is one thing that it does have going for it. I have to have a palette with that. So now I'm going to dip into London, which is that one there. It's like a very cool tone, I would say grey brown. They have got a lot of fallout. I'll show you the fallout just on that grey tone brown alone in a second. There's a lot, guys. For such a cool tone eyeshadow that isn't really, I think it's a satin. I think that's why it's not showing up that much. Yeah, that's a satin on my eyes, not an actual matte, but it does have a lot of fallout, a lot of kickback. Can you see it in the palette there? Hoping you can. So then we're going to go into Shanghai, which is this gorgeous neutral brown. If this had shimmers in, it would be a beautiful palette. And again, a lot of kickback from this. It doesn't really have shimmers in, and that's my issue with it. I don't know why I bought it, to be honest. This isn't the palette that I would normally, this isn't the palette that I would buy now. I bought this when I was first, well not first, but I bought it when I didn't really know what my eyeshadow preferences were, I would say, but now I do. I would definitely not buy this now, or a palette like it. Like I said, I do want to keep at least one cool toned eyeshadow palette in the collection, because you don't know, I might, you know, it might come to a point where I want some cool toned eye looks. And I hate decluttering things, you know. But if I'm not going to use it, what is the point? That matte ivory shade is stunning. I know it's only a cream ivory shading, but it is so creamy and blends out really, really well. But obviously I'm not going to keep it for one. Maybe Athens. Yeah, just in the outer corner, Athens. And I think I'm going to use this Real Techniques shading brush for that, just because it's small. And I can, you know, be a little bit more precise with that, so it just looks like that. Let's go into Athens. A lot of fallout, a lot of it. Let's get that brush. I think it's going to be going, guys, as sad as it is, because I have only used it once. I think it is going to be going out of my collection when I do the declutter. I'm glad I'm trialing them now, because otherwise they'd just stay there. And obviously I want to make more room, not necessarily for eyeshadow palettes, because I've got more. I don't actually mind fallout if it's a good palette. And like I said, if I was drawn to cool toned eyeshadows, I'd probably really like this. I'm not mad at this eyeshadow look that I'm creating, you know, it's not the worst in the world, but also it's not the best, I don't think. Right, so that's that. So what I need to do now is, because I took quite a bit of those two darker shades off, I just need to put them in the outer V again. It was Shanghai. And then it was Athens. Actually, it wasn't Shanghai, but let's go in with it anyway. It was Athens and Moscow, which we can build it up anyway. Had a bit of Moscow. Look at it. Look at that. Then we're going to have to do the same on the other eye now. And I don't even know if my mum would like this palette, because she isn't drawn to cool tones either. She wears a lot of warm eyeshadows like I do, like the bronze eyeshadows. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it. Some down here as well. Right, so now we're going to move on to the rest of the face, just the brows, mascara and lip. Right, so I'll just use this for the brow brush. I mean, it's getting a little bit grotty now, but I've used the actual pencil, so I don't use that anymore. So let's just brush the brows out. Guys, so this is the finished look. Very on the fence about this. Really like the lipstick. I mean, it's not a bad eye look, to be honest. But yeah, this palette is certainly not for me. Normally I would do swatches of it, but it's kind of blah. I mean, you've got a lot of the kind of same kind of inner corner highlights, so that's them there. Yeah, they're kind of so similar. I don't know why they've had to put that many in. There's actually 4 what you could use as inner corner highlights. Some of them are satin, fair enough. This one is the only true like shimmer, I would say, and that's New York. The mattes aren't that pigmented in here either. These darker shades, like from about Dublin onwards, I would never use. So really, I really like this Amsterdam one. I really like Rome. New York I can take or leave it. If I kept it, I would probably mix Amsterdam with Paris. So we're saying, I don't want to be cruel on the palette, so we're saying 1, 2, 3, Shanghai at a push for 4 out of 12 eyeshadow palettes. I can't keep a palette for 4 eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, this will be getting decluttered when I do my eyeshadow declutter, which is coming really soon. I just need to test some eyeshadow palettes and see what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, and hopefully we can declutter quite a few, just because my collection is out of control and I don't need them all. I've only got 1 pair of eyes, so there's only so much eyeshadow a girl can put on her eyes. But yeah, it is nice to have like a variation of eyeshadows, I will give you that. But I mean, a lot of my eyeshadows are so similar from when I only wore neutral eyeshadows. I don't really have an awful amount of colourful eyeshadows in the collection, just because I've only been wearing them for the last few years, probably about 3 years, 2 or 3 years I've been wearing colourful eyeshadows. The rest of the time I was wearing neutrals, like what kind of like are boring to me now. I was wearing those kind of eyeshadows. But yeah, I mean, you can get a really nice look out of a neutral eyeshadow palette. I'm not saying that you can't, but I do like to mix things up now. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. It really does mean a lot to me. If you've not already subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe and become part of my little fam here on YouTube. So just click that subscribe button down below and click the notifications bell. I upload every Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.